What's up, everyone? It's Sunday night. We're starting a new game today. The new game in question, Inscryption. Published by Daniel Mullins Games, or developed by Daniel Mullins Games. I've only ever played one of his games before, although I have the Hex. The game I've played is Pony Island. Brilliant game. Really great sort of fourth wall breaking, take you on a journey kind of game. Again, as ever, going into this game blind, I hear it's a puzzler, I hear it's, I don't know, maybe a puzzler deck builder. It appears often in things like the Slay the Spire subreddit, people do mention it occasionally. Mostly I'm here for the fact that it's Daniel Mullins, though. I mean, Pony Island was one of the most exciting games I've played for a long while. I really liked the use of things like the false Steam overlays. There was some really great fourth wall breaking stuff in there, as well as the fact that it was kind of like a weirdly good puzzle game in terms of some of those coding aspects that you had to do. I would love for him to release like a child-friendly version of Pony Island, because I think from an educational point of view, it's actually a really great game for teaching children how to code. Like that chapter in the middle where you had the butterflies in the signposts when it goes all cutesy in the middle. If you spun that out into 50 levels just with that theming on there and marketed that as a children's learn to code game, easy. That's yeah, I'd be down with that, and I would probably buy that for my kids. As it stands though, Pony Island, well unsuitable for children. Inscryption, I've seen the trailer, right? Now, as you guys know, I am a bit of a wuss when it comes to horror games, so this recording may never see the light of day if this is too scary for me to play. And bear in mind, too scary for me to play is anything up to and including, or downwards and including, like Subnautica, which I literally had to, get my wife to sit with me whilst we played it together because I really didn't like it. Thalassophobia aside, though, we'll give this a go and we'll see how intense it is. You'll notice that the play button is a little bit off center on the screen. That's because currently the Windows capture is capturing my whole 1440p monitor. Usually I play games in windowed mode so that I can actually kind of keep track of other recordings and other sort of things that are going on in the background on my computer whilst I'm recording. In true indie game style, though, when you load up Inscryption for the first time, you do not get a title screen, you get a play button, and I don't want you guys to miss any of the action, so I have just started the screen capture immediately, but we are kind of getting only the top left-hand corner of the screen. But as soon as we have control to be able to turn it into windowed mode and change the resolution, we'll be doing so. And at that point, I'll just pause the stream and restart it. Okay, so with that introduction out of the way, without further ado, let's start our blind playthrough of Inscryption. Okay, play. Great. Okay, Daniel Mullins Games. Devolver Digital. I think that's the same publisher that did Pony Island. Yeah, that's very similar kind of sound design to Pony Island for sure. Okay, we've got a mouse options. Right, okay. Quit. No, it won't let us quit. Continue. New game. No, continues. Oh no, okay. Right, is this our first puzzle? Okay, we are straight into a puzzle here. Maybe I should just try and arrange my my window. Go on, let's just move this here, and then you'll be able to see the whole thing. And when I change the resolution later, it'll work. Maybe I should have just started with this. I just didn't want to fiddle with it because it's set up correctly for all of my other recording, right? Quit button. Quit button does nothing. Ah, right. Okay, that is a thing. Right. Let's restart that. Well, this is awkward. Okay. Has it actually? Yes, okay, right, good. So I hit the play button again. I mean, if you're speed running, does that count? I mean, I love the retro styling, of course. Right, let's try options. Flicker FX. Okay, we can handle screen shake and flicker. That's fine. Reset save data. Don't think we need that. Dialogue text speed. This is fine. Aha, perfect. 1920 1080. No, we want it windowed mode. So there we go. And we're going to hit apply on that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now let's resize this. Great, I got my windows now where I want them. That's excellent. Noise effect, this is fine. Pause when window not focused. Yeah, probably want that. Okay, good. Reset save data? Yeah, really reset it. All of it. Well, no new game available. So continue being the only option. Although I did just hit really reset the save data. So who knows? Another challenger. It has been ages. Perhaps you've forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. Play the squirrel card. Okay. Now play your stoat. Stoats cost 1 blood. Sacrifices must be made. Oh right, that's the cost up there, is it? Okay. Wolves require 2 sacrifice. Oh, hang on. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Okay. The bottom left is his attack power. Your stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. You win if you tip my side all the way down. Like this. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. Why is it an up arrow here? Dunno. Okay, 1 damage to my stoat. That means your stoat health is 2 less. Well, my health is only 1, right? You may draw from your deck or you may draw a squirrel. I will draw from my deck. How reckless of you! Right, okay, so that scrolls in and out. Right, we can use the scroll wheel to scroll down to have a look at our hand. You are lacking sacrifices for that creature, so I guess we just hit done. How do you tell how much health does each one have though? The coyote did 1 damage, but what's his health? I thought his health was just 1 because that's how much blood he has. Because you are learning, I will pass. You've drawn all the creatures from your deck. A squirrel is your only choice. Okay. So let's take the squirrel. We'll put that here. And then we can take... well, having a wolf for 3... Fear not, the beast is sacrificed, but not removed from your deck. Its suffering was real, but you will see it again. Oh, so they cycle back into your deck when you sacrifice them, I presume. Well, ding. Oh, he's passing again? Well, I don't want to sacrifice my wolf, so I'm just going to ring the bell there. I won this match. Okay. Two denizens of the forest approached you tentatively. The caustic adder, damage from its poison bite is always lethal. The undying cat, sacrificing it does not kill it. Well, I think that the cat is... I mean, that's great, right? It's... Oh, great, I got a book of abilities here. Oh, wow, there's like loads of pages of abilities. Right, okay, can't cycle through them simply by holding the arrow. Okay, so we're not talking about like just evergreen keywords here. This is a lot of different abilities. Boon of the ambidextrous, you may draw twice at the beginning of your turn. Okay, well anyway, yep, that's the one I'm going to keep. Another creature joins your caravan. Some of the creatures of the forest seem willing to follow you. An abandoned sack. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break in case of emergency. And have a second. Another useful implement will allow you to tip the scales with it. Weird. Okay. You were ambushed by whilst crossing some rough terrain. So we've got a boulder here. Okay. You sacrificed me while I was sleeping. It was the right play. I get it. Play along for now. You may now see my moves ahead of time. Right, so he's going to put Wolf Cub down. But I have a boulder protecting me in this way, right? So what I really want is I want to place guys here to get him. So let's put... You are lacking sacrifices for the cat. You do have a squirrel. Okay, so I'm going to put the squirrel down here. Sacrifice the squirrel to put the cat down here. Ah, my items may help. So okay, I'm going to crack a squirrel bottle open. That's there, and then Snapper could come straight out, right? River Snapper's only got one, and I know I have Wolf, like, basically ready to go very soon. Go on, let's take the Angry Stoat. The Angry Stoat, for now, I wouldn't even need to actually use my squirrel. Here we go. To be fair, I could also be using the Stoat to get rid of the stump, but I don't know. Maybe I should sacrifice the squirrel and the cat to get rid of the... Yeah, go on. Great. Go team! It ages swiftly. No idea what that means. Okay, draw me a card. Wolf. Wolf is great. So Bat is going to be coming down next turn. So Bat has got 2. It will strike an opponent directly even if there is a creature opposing it. Okay, fine. Well, I reckon that, yeah, I'm going to play this. Sacrifice the cat, sacrifice the Stoat. Okay. My bat flew right over your wolf. Well, this is kind of fine, right? Like, I'm gonna grab... Well, let's just draw this card. I don't think I need to worry about that. I think I'll just pass my turn right now. Okay. Put a squirrel down. And yeah, okay, so we put squirrel down here. And now wolf, sacrifice, sacrifice, goes here. And let's go. Okay. We are going to need to pause there. We're back after our brief pause. We prevailed and we trek onwards past the now bloodied terrain. Okay, another card to add to the deck. What do we have? A young wolf cub. It grows into a it grows into a wolf after a single turn. Okay. And a meek sparrow. An inexpensive, if feeble, flying creature. To be fair, I mean, like, you know, this is very blue. This is very much more a green card. Wolf Cub. I mean, the fact that this only requires one sacrifice, pretty nice. I think flying creatures, we don't have to worry about the opponent having flying creatures if our ground creatures are really big. So I'm going to take the Wolf Cub. Next. You stumbled. Oh, I can't even talk today. What is up? You stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. You are compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. I think my infinity sacrificing cat is really handy, so it's going to be the Wolf Cub. You looked upon your menagerie and selected a healthy host. I mean, I have no idea what this is going to do. Our little stoat is saying pick me. Go on. What an honour. The soul of the Wolf Cub now lives in the stoat. Okay. The fact that the cards themselves are quite the fact that the cards themselves are self-aware, neat twist, I like it. You know, it's kind of like a... Yeah. I mean, I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, obviously. You know, you've seen the videos I put out on Arena. I have the playmat behind me. So, self-aware cards, I like it as a concept. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne sigil. Well, okay. Okay. Hang on, just going to adjust the volume slightly on the audio mixer, because I think the game volume might be a touch on the quiet side. So looking at the board, we've got a coyote that's going to be flying, we have a bat that's going to be flying, a 2 and a 2. Well, let's start by getting... You can't play that presently. Oh, right, yes, okay, right. Squirrel. Okay, squirrel we're going to put down here. And then I think we're going to play stoat, right? No, do you know what? We can play the cat. Kill the squirrel, put the cat down... Let's put the cat down on this track. Then we can play the stoat by killing the unkillable cat. Back on the board. We can also bring the wolf down by killing both of these, but I think I'd rather actually just have the stoat evolve. Next turn I can pull a squirrel and then we'll get the wolf and the cat down. Okay. Oof. So, squirrel for me. Squirrel comes down. Wolf, get rid of squirrel, cat. Wolf is going to go here. face up against the coyote. Stoat having 5 health is kinda handy. I think it's probably going to want to be a full card. Okay, River Snapper. I think we pass turn. We take a squirrel next turn and then get the River Snapper out. Yeah, I'm gonna deal him 5 damage. He'll deal me 2 back. Like, we can take that. I'm 3 damage away from winning. Now I'm 5 damage away from winning, so I should be fine, right? So let's put Squirrel down here. River Snapper. Get rid of these 2. River Snapper is going to go down here. What happens if I replace a card that's already down? In theory, it shouldn't matter, because I should be 5 away from winning. So let's... Ah, you can't. Fine. Okay, I think... Go on, we'll take a full card. It shouldn't matter because we should win this turn anyway, right? Knock on wood. Okay. Let's pick another card. 3 cards to choose from. Bullfrog. Leaps in the way of attacking flyers. Okay, it's got reach. That is fine. We've got a lowly sparrow and we have a grizzly. 4 attack is very good. So does a wolf count as 2 sacrifice then? Are the blood... How do I find the rulebook? The grizzly I like. I'm just not sure if the 3 blood things are... you got to sacrifice 3 creatures, or you got to sacrifice creatures to the value of 3. Because that sort of changes my decision. Probably. Like Sparrow versus Bullfrog, I think Sparrow is just better, right? Because, like, that's effectively a 1-2 with flying versus a 1-2 with reach, and you'd much rather have the flying creature. Unless there's something I'm missing about this rule. Like, I presume flying creatures can block each other. I mean, you only have space for 4 creatures on your board at a time, so you are looking to maximize creature efficiency. You can't just go wide. So let's take the grizzly. Now what do we got here? A bonfire, or we have another... That's another sacrifice, right? Well, let's see what the bonfire does. Came across a small group of survivors. Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddle round a campfire. They look upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come warm one of your creatures by the fire, one said. Warm it by the fire and it will enhance its power. Yeah, sus. Yeah, the stoat is like, hmm. I think maybe River Snapper, because he's only got one power. Like, what would I rather have in my deck between Wolf and River Snapper? I think we want to keep the Stoat around because the Stoat. I don't know. I've decided the Stoat's my buddy. I already have two wolves in the deck, so let's get rid of a wolf. Oh, another gnash their teeth. Without a word, you pull the wolf away from the fire and left. Okay, so it did actually improve the wolf's power. They weren't lying. Okay, so that wolf is almost as strong as a grizzly bear. Well, I mean, it's as strong as a grizzly bear. It doesn't have the health of it. It's an interesting game. I'm enjoying this. It's not too scary at all, so I'm happy for now. Right, so we will squirrel and then cat and then draw a squirrel next turn and then get the wolf out, I suppose. We've got a grizzly coming this way and a sparrow coming this way. Okay, the sparrow's going to drop here, so squirrel down there, sacrifice the squirrel for a cat, and then next turn we are going to have we'll bring a squirrel out. Oh, blimey. Maybe I should have used my bottle squirrel. Okay, come on. Give me a squirrel from the deck. And I think we're going to need wolf, right? Now, there's no point using my bottle squirrel now. You will place a weight on the scales. The pain is temporary. Do I lose if the... What? I'm not sure, you know, because the... Well, no. The grizzly has to hit my wolf, and I don't think it has trample, so... Oh, man. So I think we're definitely going to want to crack open the squirrel, draw a card first. Drawing two squirrels is not going to help me. So we'll draw a big card, we'll unbottle a squirrel. And what we need is we need to place the squirrel down, we'll then place a wolf down to get rid of this grizzly. I think maybe we're going to lose the game then, though. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we lose that game. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up from the table. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. Okay. Bring it here. Now sit back down. That was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. What? See, now, I'm assuming that that's a supposed to lose fight, right? Because I don't really see how you beat 2 grizzly bears coming down on turn 1 and turn 2. So, I don't know, we'll see. That looks like a boss coming up. There's another bonfire there. There's a bag there. The bag will replenish my bottles of squirrels and stuff, potentially. Yeah, go on. Let's grab the items. So what I got? River Snapper. Fine. A Proud Wolf. What are the mushrooms? Conniving Raven. I kind of like the Raven. A 2/3 flyer. Seems reasonable. Its bleeding yields 3 blood if you can ignore the bleating. Okay. If you deem it necessary, you may cut up one of my cards with these. Oh, I can choose one. I'll take Black Goat. Oh, and I can choose one of these. I will take the scissors. Okay, cool. The trees seemed so to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. Ha ha. Okay. So what's the prospector got out? A coyote and a pack mule. Sprinter, at the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil will move in the direction inscribed on the sigil. So it's going to move this way. Okay, the coyote's a 2/1. So we can live with that, yeah. So, squirrel here. Cat. Cat can go here, probably. I reckon we're just going to black goat. We're going to black goat this and get the grizzly out straight away. The card bearing the sigil sacrifices 3 blood rather than 1 blood when sacrificed. Right, okay, so this presumably actually means the number of things out there, okay. Well anyway, so cat's coming down, black goat's going to go down, and then we're going to get the grizzly down. Do we want the grizzly against the coyote, or do we want the grizzly to just have free reign to go ham? I think we'll just put him down and just go to town, right? Because doing 4 damage on turn 1 is, like, stupidly good. To get Red Snapper down, we're going to want a squirrel. I hope you didn't think it would be that easy. There's gold in them cards. No, what? What does that even mean? I don't even have any cards left in my hand. Can I sacrifice gold nuggets? You're out of space, there's no room for that card. Okay. Well, let's grab a squirrel. Squirrel's no good there though, because he's just gonna hit me. I mean, he's gonna hit the squirrel. Like, I mean, the squirrel's a blocker, I suppose, a free blocker. But how am I going to get out of this one? The pack mule is just like, yeah, just moving all over the place. Okay, so touch of death, that's fine. Maybe I just need to gather some squirrels together and not play them straight away until I can get a second space here available. Because now I can take 2 squirrels, sacrifice them both, get a wolf out. And I think probably... what does this do? When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, a card bearing this sigil will move to that empty space. Right, no, that's fine. We will get rid of the... Yeah, let's get rid of the Bloodhound, because the adder's only doing me 1 damage in a turn. So that's fine. Okay, so now I want Squirrel back again. Because Squirrel is going to just be a blocker for me. So Wolf Cub's coming down. I'm going to allow it to take 1 damage. If I do 4 damage, do I win here? Okay, great. Ah, brilliant. We get our candles relit. Nice. You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you are granted an opportunity to select a rare card. Ooh. Poor abandoned child. It does not die when sacrificed, but do you have the heart to try? Aww. This is very similar to... That's just identical to cat, right? So what makes it rare? A largely unimpressive specimen. It's a strange larva. But it turns into something else after 1 turn. This level of brutish strength needs no explanation, but you're sacrificing your whole board to get him out, so you got to get the whole board filled. You only start with 1 squirrel in hand. It's 1 squirrel and 4 other cards, I think. So I'm not sure that's good. I think I would rather risk the strange larva. I mean, having 2 unsacrificable things on the board will get my grizzly bear out pretty easily. But no, strange larva. Okay, onwards. Here we go, more paths. This is interesting because at the start of the game we still selected continue, not new game, because new game was blocked out. That's weird. Okay, we're into the wetlands. Mantis strikes both left and right. It will strike each opposing space to the left and right of the space across from it. Okay. So it's kind of got double strike, but not on the same thing. River Otter submerges during his turn, so he can't hit it back. But it only does 1 damage. Okay, and then we've got Bullfrog. That's a tricky one. I'm not sure any of these cards are particularly that great, in honesty. I mean, let's go with something like maybe the Mantis, because it's effectively got 2 power. And you can, I mean, you can sacrifice any of these, of course, to be slightly better. Bullfrog might be better on the defensive because it's got reach. Mantis you kind of need to play on the middle of the board. It's very kind of circumstantial because you've got to play it in the middle of the board and you need to be able to... There's got to be enemies to the left and to the right of you to make best use of it. River Otter is useless as a defensive card. So... Go on, let's go with Mantis. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, now, where do we want to go? We've got a backpack, so we use the goat's blood. How do I see my inventory? Oh, I can just move around whenever I want. Well, okay. I mean, slightly creepy and whatever, but fine. So yeah, so I've still got the pliers and I have the scissors. So going for the backpack's not going to be good for me. The skull last time was a really, really hard fight. So I wonder if the skull is like some kind of elite fight. So let's go for... I think this is the sacrifice thing, and I don't think we've been to one of those. So let's go here. Yeah, Mantis can get got rid of. And in terms of who receives the power of the Mantis, Raven, Strange Lava. To be fair, my 4-powered wolf would be pretty great if it was hitting double duty there. Because as far as an attacking card goes, the wolf is arguably better than the grizzly bear because I can get it out earlier. Go on, let's upgrade the wolf. So he's blocking flyers. Mighty Leap. What's he got here? Bullfrog. So he's got a tree stump in his way. I've got a tree stump defending me. So we're going to get squirrel, cat, draw a squirrel next turn, wolf 3. I think put the cat behind the stump. Okay, we're going to draw a squirrel. Squirrel's going to go down and just immediately start attacking the bullfrog, I think. The adders, I don't really want the wolf in front of the adders. I will play River Snapper to get rid of the... Okay, so that is actually 2 adders very much on the way. We draw a squirrel. Squirrel's going to go down here. Then we're going to do River Snapper. Arguably doesn't matter, but I could draw the wolf that needs to go in the middle. So we're going to put the River Snapper into that slot there. And hit go. Ah, shoot. Rattler did a proper kill. Go on, let's draw a full card. Right, there's Wolf. Oh no, this wolf wants to be here. Is he actually going to fight the adder as well as the stump? If I put him there or there, does he miss in both positions? There's only one way to find out, right? Boom boom. Gonna put him there. Go. Oh right, okay, so he doesn't actually even fight forward at all. Well, that's good to know. I think I'm gonna maybe slightly lose this fight. Go on, give me a card. Strange Lava. Ah, but he's got no attack power. He's just gonna die. Okay. Cut up this card. Put the Strange Lava down here. It might not make a difference because I think I've lost this turn anyway, or maybe not. What does this now do? It's now a Strange Pupa. Probably need to kill him anyway, yeah. I think I'm dead. Okay, that's one candle out. Right, so I don't retry the fight. We just move on. Probably shouldn't have bothered using my scissors to cut up the card. So we've got River Snapper, the Regal Moose. The creatures of the wild make way for it. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. Creatures in the way will be pushed in the same direction. Right. Requires 3 blood though. Or bullfrog. I feel like I need more 1-blood creatures in my deck, to be fair. I have the pliers, and those are the only items I have. But upgrading cards is a permanent upgrade. Sacrificing the Raven to give something flying could be pretty great. On the other hand, sacrificing the cat to give something else the infinite sack ability, and being able to put the infinite sack ability on something that actually had power, would be really awesome. Being able to put it on strange lava would be kind of handy. Okay. Now we've got hard fight. There's a way out for both of us, somewhere in this foul cabin. What did he say? Oh no, that's just ... I think. Okay. So I can get my otter friend out on turn 1. That's doable. He's going to get the bullfrog out to do 1 damage. Oh no, it's my stoat, not an otter. Yeah, I'm going to put him opposing the bullfrog. So, squirrel down. Stoat, kill the squirrel. Stoat goes here. This spot, you sure? Well, I've kind of put you down now, my friend, so... Hang on, wait, what happened? Oh, okay. He did the 1 damage. That's fine. Squirrel and pass. I want to get the wolf down next turn, but I don't really want to sacrifice my elder stoat to do it. So I think we're just gonna go for it. Yeah, the adders are a bit of a problem, but yeah, the adder's going to get rid of the stump in 1 turn. So yeah, we'll just play this. This guy's coming down. Right, elder stoat is going to die next turn. Elder stoat gonna die next turn because this guy's coming down. So actually, that card we saw, which during his turn goes under the water, that's actually a pretty reasonable ability, in fact, because against these death-touching creatures, yeah, that'd be really handy. Oh, the Rattler doesn't actually have death touch though, so that's okay. Okay, right, squirrel out, squirrel here, squirrel here. Oh shoot, yeah, no, we don't want the wolf here, because the wolf against the adder, not going to work. Okay, raven's going down then. And we'll put the raven, yeah, we'll put the raven in the corner here. Go. Right, the raven doesn't hit the adder. This is like so confusing. If we draw a squirrel, we can sacrifice the elder stoat, get him down here to take out these two, but then he's going to get got by the adder. And there's another adder coming up. If I use the pliers, can I manipulate it to win? Slow down, you first need to draw a card. Okay, fine. Let's draw a squirrel. Oof. Okay. A well-earned point of damage. Can we go through the, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, there's not really any... Yeah, he can't go through the stump, can he? Okay. Try the wolf. Sorry, my elder stoat friend. Oh, yeah, no, you haven't mentioned overkill damage. Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the victim. Okay, that's kind of handy. So let's draw a squirrel, and if we go... Does that just count as a win? How brutal of you. In my game, such feats are rewarded. A tooth to keep for each extra damage dealt. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. The trapper. No idea. Super creepy. This is sort of where the puzzle game aspect of this comes in, I suppose. Well, we don't have any items at the moment, so let's go and check out what these are. We've got two sort of blood drops there. You must make a different kind of choice now. Choose not a specific beast, but decide the cost that you wish to pay. Oh, okay, okay. Do I want a 1 cost card, a 2 cost card, or a 3 cost card? I feel like my deck is really expensive, so I'm going to take a 1 cost creature. Okay. Now let's go grab some items. Okay, emergency squirrel or a fan? Well, if I lift my creatures into the air, that could make the difference for me winning on a given turn. So let's take the fan. Oh, wait, hang on. Take the fan or take the scissors? Go on, let's take the fan. Black goat is great. I'm going to take another black goat. Like, black goat is basically a... Like, the fact that it's called the fact that it's called black goat and its effect is essentially a black lotus effect is probably not a coincidence. Okay, we've got a skull fight now. Does my angry stoat have anything to say? Not really. So we've got a raven egg there. Kingfisher is going to dive on my turn and is flying. So I'm going to really struggle to get rid of him, but he'll be able to keep doing me damage. So putting the snapper in his way sort of makes sense. Well, let's squirrel down, and then I think we get the stoat down here. Okay, he says. Ding. I think a full card. Now, Black Goat doesn't just add me 3 mana, right? Black Goat is... Oh shoot, no, a Black Goat actually costs 1 to put down anyway, right? Oh yeah, no, we don't want to have to get rid of... Oh, I should have drawn a squirrel. That was a mistake. Is it a mistake I can live with? Go on. It sort of effectively costs us a turn. Ugh. Okay, squirrel time. So I can get rid of the sparrow, probably. Not super duper easily, actually. Wicked black goat, get the river snapper down. None of these guys have any power is the problem. Okay, so squirrel down. And we'll go for bullfrog. Go on, another squirrel. Because we can just put squirrel down here to block him, right? So these guys continue to only do 1 damage at a time. Oh, this guy's flying over. Oh, so putting a squirrel on the board for something that flies over is actually a pretty reasonable strat. You're not going to lose that that mana effectively. So yeah, so let's put a squirrel down then, and then we can get our snapper down. Get rid of these 2. Snapper down here. Go. Squirrel, I think. Put the squirrel down here, and next turn, and I think we win. Okay, I'm gradually sort of tuning into the mechanics here. Black goat. Handy. River snapper, bullfrog. I will take a black goat for the deck. So the bonfire made my wolf more powerful. This transfers abilities from one card to another, and it thins your deck, because you get rid of a card by doing it. This was such a mistake, incidentally. Like, having my 4 damage, having to split in 2 directions, and he can't even take out the thing that's directly in front of him, is a terrible plan. Sacrificing a card to thin your deck and transfer abilities is pretty good. However, increasing a card's power just generally would also be quite nice. Like increasing River Snapper's power, for example, would be really handy, because a 2/6 would be a really good card to have. Okay. No way, says my friend here, will increase its health. I mean, Wolf would be kind of handy in this situation then, right? So that he can take more. Okay, next boss. Okay. Brackish pond with his feet submerged in the dark water. Pulled a hook from a pile of rotting fish and rose to his feet. The angler. Okay, so what's he got? He's got Kingfisher. So Kingfisher just does me 1 damage every turn, but it never actually hits what you put directly in front of it. So we're going to put down... Yeah, okay. Let's put down this squirrel. We're then going to draw a squirrel next turn and then put this wolf down. So, go next turn. What? Okay, is he about to try and hook something here? Because if that's the case, I'm just going to lay fresher fish, easy choose. Well, new fish, easy choose. Okay, we get the first. Too fast, too soon. What is this? Literally, what is that? We've got grizzlies that can do mighty leaps. Okay. I think maybe we just do squirrel and stoat, right? So we'll grab a squirrel down. Play stoat, getting rid of squirrel. Stoat goes here. Total misplay, he says. You reckon? I mean, I have no idea how you beat an entire board of grizzly bears. Go fish. Is it actually a game over? This isn't purgatory. Oh, we're inside the other room. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment. We'll work together to amend that. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. We can put them to good use. Choose a card to draw the cost from. Probably one of the 2 costers, I suppose. A cost of 2 blood from the River Snapper. Use the power and health numbers. I mean, Wolf 3-2 is pretty great, right? Best option there. 3 power and 2 health from the wolf. Extract the sigils. The sigils are these, right? This is a very, very dodgy ability. I'm not sure I like this ability at all. Maybe it's a little bit more for, you know, somewhat advanced players. It will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on the board. I mean, maybe? I don't particularly want a 2-cost creature that I can sacrifice for 3 blood. That doesn't seem like a very good trade at all. And this I'm having real trouble making work, but if you use them in tandem with each other, maybe they'll be okay. Go on then. We'll take the Raven Egg. Never did ask your name. The portrait. Okay. I'm kind of curious as to what that portrait turns out to be. Another challenger, perhaps at his time. Perhaps you can understand bones. An opossum costs 2 bones. You gain a bone when one of your creatures perishes for whatever reason. This is interesting. So has my deck reset? Because it also... so I've now got 2 candles again. I'm back to having, like, a squirrel. Is this like a roguelike? Have we gone back to the start? It's an interesting question. Well, we're going to... Squirrel and Stoat, I think. The Rattler's going to hit for 3, which I don't really want. I'm just going to put the Stoat down. Okay, cool. We've gained a bone. Well, and that's it. We've got... Cool. Now the Rattler only has 1 health, so the Opossum, not a bad shout. I think let's grab a Squirrel card though, because we'll be able to block him with the Squirrel, hit next, and then use the bones from the Squirrel to play for the Opossum anyway. Meanwhile, another Squirrel coming down is good, because we can put that there. Opossum here. Go. Rattler's going to get my Stoat, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe just Wolf. Because we're winning that race currently. And yeah, this looks very much like we're back at the start. Forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. Okay. It's beside the safe. Oh. We now have something on here. Creepy. I don't know, I'm just wondering if that pattern is anything important. But okay. So yeah, it looks like we've started again with a new deck. So that's going to be a very interesting place to leave the recording for this time out. So far, really enjoying it. Actually, this is peak gameplay. I'm really enjoying this one. It's a little bit Slay the Spire. It's a little bit Magic the Gathering. It's a little bit Pony Island, as you can imagine, being as it's from the same creator. And there's some creepy extra puzzle elements to it, which presumably are going to come into play later in the game. I'm looking forward to continuing this one. Not much else to say on that, really. Have a great rest of the evening, everyone. Have a great weekend, and catch you guys soon. Cheerio.